Okay, we got a few people arriving. So you might want to just set up your screens and get ready to start on today's project. We have about 7 more minutes before we get started. All grades have been updated. Some of you have sent notes to. When you're submitting assignments, please make sure you're submitting the right assignment. If you're sending the same assignment to me, you won't get credit for it. So please take your time. You still have time to go back and put the correct assignment into the correct dates. Okay. So please do the work, do the assignments. We're coming into, I want to say, the third week almost completed. And what's going to happen is we have midterm, I'm sorry, midterm quarter grades or progress reports coming out. So if you see the grades you have, don't panic. You still have time to the end of the quarter to try to turn it around. Now, once you receive those grades, I think in October, uh, the rest of the grades, you can't go back and be like, can I make this up? You've pretty much done enough damage to your score. So, right. So I'm gonna call Mr. Irvin and have him call your parent real quick. Okay, Miss Love? Because we can't keep doing that every morning. You have to do that. So give me a second. You got to make your mic and your camera work. A lot of students are trying to use that, and unfortunately, you have to have some documentation to make sure you can do that. You can't do that no more. Let's see here. Where's Irvin at? Right. Love. Where's the number at? We're gonna have a good day, y'all. There it is.
Y'all gotta turn your cameras on. Y'all get me confronted. Tamia.
Okay, so this is the final warning. I just got off the phone, Miss Love, with your parent, and she says you know what you're doing. So if you don't have it on in about 10 more minutes, you're going to be ejected from class and marked absent. So I'm gonna need you to fix that, Miss Love, because this is the last straw. All right, let's do attendance. And we'll circle back to Love when she. No, I'm serious too, Miss Love. You'll be ejected. I'm dead serious. So please figure it out quickly, like we do with Facebook, Instagram. Figure that out. You have a cell phone, turn it on, because in a minute you'll be ejected if I do not see those two things working, and you'll just have to try again tomorrow. Please review the video in class, though. All right. So I gotta put that in the comms. Just got off the phone with the parent. All right. Let me do attendance real quick. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so Tyra Allen is absent. Do a side by side look. Michael Brown is absent. Carson is here. Cervantes is absent. Miss Cherry is absent. Raymond Davis is absent. Jontes Goss is absent. Miss Greer is present. Jamel Harris is absent. Joshua Hill's absent. Giovanni's absent. Daniel's absent. Jamari is absent. Romel Lee is absent. Tamia Love is almost about to be. Miss Greer's camera broke. I don't think so. Let me see. Miss Greer, let's see here. Let me turn this on.
I'm here.
Okay, okay. Just make sure your cameras work because they're coming down on us. So please don't make it hard on yourselves. I see Carson. Okay. Now let's go back to the attendance. We got a minute left, y'all. Y'all should found the scratch project for today. Alika Vernon's absent, Robinson's absent, and Worthy's absent. Let's recycle this and send it to staff. So this is just a timer for those that will be marked late or absent. Miss Love, I need you to turn on your camera and your microphone. Okay, she's not complying. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get started. So make a note here. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go through our norms real quickly. I'm gonna have Carson read a section and Miss Greer read a section of the norms. So let me pull that up for you guys. Let's see here. All assignments, you can go back and still submit the correct assignment or do better on the assignment because there's assignments in there you got 50% for. Where is this at? And you still can get more points towards the score if you turn it in before Sunday noon. So Sunday noon is the cutoff. Okay. Okay, where am I? There they go. Only where are my norms at? Here we go. All right, so let's get this over with. And someone's trying to call me while I'm teaching. Sorry, I can't talk right now. So here we go. Everybody should be able to see, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Carson. So let's go through it. Mr. Carson, can you read the first 5 norms?
No one has the right to hurt another person. Education and the classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that will discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. At Excel Academy, Southwest students are always a ladybird gentleman. We take pride in the Excel Academy Southwest.
Thank you, sir. Miss Greer, let me scroll up some. Can you read the 5 academic norms, please?
We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for secondary and Avengers.
Okay. So Hold on 1 second. She's calling and everything, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, you got to fix that. What was I about to say? So we're going to today's project, which is this one-way sync remote control cars remix. Now today is different because you guys have advanced to the point where you're creating projects with using your own backdrops, your own characters, but now we still need to incorporate sound because you have a final project really that you have to attack.
I did sound before.
You got a sound bite that you already got in your project?
Yeah, I did one day before yesterday with the animals. I did the elephant sound.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back and check that out because that might give you some more credit. I didn't notice that, but what I want to do is I want you to recreate this project, but using your own sprites, right? Same backdrop. So I hope you understand. I want you to be able to use the same backdrop that you see in the background and position your sprites just as it is in this. So let's see what it does first, right? So I open it up. You can move out my way, please. Open it up. And then if I hit the green flag, you see a car move here. But what else happens? Well, you got to go to the instructions to see, but okay, so I just did that so you can see anything else doesn't really move. Now, the goal is to try to get in your programming this blue car to match this yellow car or whichever sprite you're using to move over. Because see, the only one that moves anything is this guy with the blue suit on, right? But that's the sprite you want to start on. It can't be the same character, but you do have to use a sprite there. And then the sprite here has to activate this car here as well. Lastly, I want you to have this purple, this sprite here, this purple guy, give a description of what's about to happen. So a few things. Let's type it in the chat so you're aware. One, you have to use same backdrop. And I'm going to show you how to get the same backdrop into your project. Next, you need both cars, if you're using cars, to move. Now that's easy if you use the code from the blue car, but the yellow car has no code, as you can see. And there is, if I click on this character here, the sprite here, no code for him as well. So what you have to do is replicate the code here for both of them, meaning use the same code for this character. Use the same code for this character. Now, the only other thing you got to do is code this person here. So both cars move. And don't forget, there are two sprites that have to say go. Just like this guy here in blue. Okay. So let's go inside the code and see what we can do. How many sprites we have and everything else. So you click on see inside code. You should have this code already, in your browser from Edsby. But if you don't, let me know. I'll put it in the chat for you again. So what are we working with? We have 1, 2. If I click on the next one, this is in my way. So 2. You done? No, you're not. All the schedules in the world. Okay, go away. So it's the second one. If you notice, when I click, there he is. But he has no real code. So when click, it just says go to, but nothing really starts him to do anything. When I go here, when click, notice there for this guy here, there is code, but it actually starts something. It starts the truck. Now, depending upon the character you're using, that's what you're going to start. Okay. Then we have this wizard in the corner. Well, when you click him, the wizard switches to a costume, but doesn't do anything else. This is where I'm going to need you to put some actual controls in to make them say something. So if we go to, is it looks? Yeah, we go to looks. You can have them say hello and put that there and give an introduction of what your project is going to do. Also, the trucks and the little race car. They have code. So as a touching sensor, notice the touching sensor here when this car comes could be blue for the racetrack here, or it could be purple. You have to choose where you want the car to stop at. All right, so I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to work on it, but let's begin the basics. Let's start us off with just the backdrop, okay? Because you need to know how to keep the same backdrop, all right? And then later on, we'll see how to keep the same characters, add characters, but that's moving towards the end of the week. Actually, I think that's Friday. So let's go through this slowly. You want to start a new Scratch project. So open a tab and make sure you have your screens resized like I do. You can stretch it out just like this, right? Stretch it out that way, stretch it out this way, and there you have it. Okay. Now we're going to MIT Scratch like we usually do, and click Create. Okay, so all these steps you should have done by now. Now, what's next in the list? Well, we want to start with the very first sprite that's named, I think it's named Ben. So let's look at the code Ben has, right? Scroll over and make sure we're not missing no lines of code. So let me blow this up a little bit because I'm going to see if we're missing anything, and we're not. Okay, so it's just those two segments of code that make Ben say go, right? So what do? We grab from the event section a when click button. We place that here. But oops, I already made a problem, right? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I said I made a mistake and he already caught it. So also don't forget to click share and put that in there. The name of today's assignment is here. It's a one-way sync remote control. I think I put the whole title in there and make sure it's saved. But he's right. I got to start with a sprite. So I'm gonna come over and I'm going to grab a sprite. So what do we have? I don't know what I want to use here. I'm going to use, let me use the catcher because he has a few images. And now I can actually do what I was trying to do and grab and program this sprite. The next thing is, what block is that? Motion, because it says go to X. So if I go to X, I got to find it in the list. There it is. Can grab it and place it here. So we have put the parameters in, and that's -210. Then I hit the tab button on my keyboard, and I'll come over to this one. It's 35. All right. Now we got to do this other segment of code. And it says when the sprite is clicked. So that goes back to events because that's when you do something. So when we click on the sprite, you know, it's going to do something. And what is it going to do? It says broadcast start truck, right? Now, if we come here, that's a message you create. So don't panic. I don't see start truck. Create that message. Or you might want to say start whichever character. So you might want to just choose how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters in the beginning. And then you'll know what messages and what things to label. Because I found that helped out a lot of students earlier. Now, moving on, we have to then do, what is this? That broadcast, where is it at? And then come over here and drop the message. So this message is going to say start, put sprite. So, you know, you can go back and name it whichever sprite you like. Next, it says say. Well, that is in our looks because that's the visual aspect of it. What do we see on the screen? We want this sprite to say what for how long. So we're going to grab this here and put that there. And remember, it says just go with an exclamation point. 1 second. Okay. Now, I think that's all the coding for this sprite, right? Now, let's work on the backdrop. So to do the backdrop, and you might want to pay close attention to this one. To do the backdrop, you need to go to, you need to first go to the stage setting, click on that, and you'll notice a backdrops tab will appear. So once you click on stage, don't select anything. Just click on the stage button to the far right corner, and then you'll see the backdrops tab appear. Go to backdrops, and you'll notice we have no backdrop whatsoever. So in order for us to get the same backdrop as the project here, what we want to do is let's go to the stage again from the project code and click on backdrop so you can see the actual backdrop. You'll see all the stages and backdrops this project has. But we want to focus on the ramps portion. So in the ramps, you're finding this image here. And what you want to do is you want to download it. So these are upload functions and how to create it. But we want to download it. So if you click on save, right click, if you have a mouse, click on save image. This is one way to do it. I was playing with this last night. And you'll get a download one.png file. So you might want to do that now and grab the picture. The other way I've tried to utilize is convert to bitmap, and it does that, but then it's kind of the image quality is not the same in my opinion. So does everybody downloaded that image, because you're gonna need to put it into your project next?
Yeah, I did, but I see what you mean. Like it's small.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah. So it messes with the image quality. Don't do convert. Just take the image as is and save it. So you right click on it, save image. And then once you've done that, you can come over here and it's upload backdrop.
I didn't see what you did because I could barely see like half of your
Okay,
screen.
so let me start over again and expand this. Can you see everything now? So all I did was I'm gonna convert it back to vector. There we go. It's better. And this is the image, right? So do you need me to go all the way back to the beginning, or Ms. Greer? Are
I
you at
need
this?
you to go back to the part like where you got the picture.
Right. So code, right? And I'm in the source code. So let me do this. If we started with the code for the very first person, this is the code I gave you in the Edsby. Do you have that up already? Ms. Gray, do you have the code already?
Yeah, I got the code already.
Okay. Because I was about to try to put it in the chat again. But this is, where is it at? This is the code that I gave you in the chat. And from this, we're taking this backdrop and putting it into our new Scratch project. So you click on stage here in the source code. And once you click on stage, you'll come over to here and you'll notice there's something called backdrops. We click on backdrops and you get here. Have you gotten this far?
Stage backdrop. Okay.
Okay, you there? All right, so next you want to basically, like I was telling Mr. Carson, right click and you'll get this menu, save image as.
Mhm.
You click on that, it'll download a PNG file.
Wait, when I clicked this stage and then I went to the backdrops, nothing popped up.
You said what?
When I went to stage and then I went to backdrops, nothing popped up.
Okay, that's because you're in your original Scratch project. You got to go to my code that I sent you.
Oh, okay.
We're taking that picture, Ms. Greer, to your page. That's why your page is white. So are you in the source code? You click on
Yeah.
stage and then you go to that. Okay, so you're where I'm at now.
Okay.
Okay,
Stage and then
backdrops.
backdrop.
You should see what I have on the screen.
Okay, and then you said save image.
Yes, you right click on the image, save image,
Okay.
and it did save, right? It's a file that popped up.
Yeah, it downloaded to my
Good,
phone.
good. Now go back to your project.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're seeing what I see, right? You got your sprite selected. You're in the stage view. Make sure you click on stage again and go to backdrops. And now we're going to upload. So if you see my screen, I go to choose sprite, but I don't just click choose sprite. I come up to upload backdrop. Okay. So I'm going to upload the backdrop, which is what we just downloaded. And I'm going to insert it here. And there you have it. So it's showing you here what it's going to look like as a preview, but this is your backdrop. Okay. Now from here, I think I was playing with this. You could resize it a bit. So let me see. How did I do that? Because there's a way to resize it. I want you guys to play with it. Let me see how it looks in the code feature. Yeah, see, you got to make it larger. So I want you to play with this because hold on. There's a way to grab it and stretch it out. But does everybody have this part though? Okay, who is texting? Okay, this is now you concern. Let's see here. Let's go back to the code. And now this is the part where we just got to code everything, right? Did we do that part? So if it comes up like this, and this is the trick I want you to
just click on the person.
Right.
Click the sprite.
But I mean, this is the code you guys have so far, is what I'm saying. Because the code didn't show up. Oh, I'm still on the. There we go.
My map's so little. My background so little.
Right. So here's why. Because you got to edit the image elsewhere. Okay. It's a PNG is the best one. So to edit it, I'm gonna show you how to do that in 1 second. Because I was about to say, just get the code done, and the next thing is I gotta show you how to edit images. So it came in small. Start a Google Doc, and this is the best way to fix it. Let's do this. Make sure you're in Google Docs. And that would be a new document. And we're gonna insert image, right? Because we're gonna do some work on this. And upload from computer. If you want to do that now, but I was going to talk about this after the 10 minutes. I get y'all to do the code, Mr. Carson. You jumping ahead. So basically, here we go.
We can do it. We can wait.
Well, no, I mean, I just wanted to show you because you asked, but you could crop it and everything in here. So you can take all this background out. And you can also do it with a print screen too.
You could crop it when you upload it to your backdrop.
You can?
Yeah, I just did it.
Okay, but I was giving him a different way to do it. That's why I was like, well, let me see if they can figure it out. But I think she caught on to it. But that's another way to do it. Let's see what she's talking about. So walk me through it. How do you do it?
When you upload it to your backdrop, I just press the I don't see it on yours. Oh yeah, that right there with the little mouse thingy on it.
With the mouse, this?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do you do?
And then it's the things to pop up on the sides where you can move it.
Okay, so I clicked on it. And what popped up on the sides?
It's not popping up on yours.
So that you got it? So take some time and play with it. I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes. I want you to fix this image. You can use my technique or yours. You can also flip the image and everything else and erase certain parts of it if you want. Okay. So play with it. If you can't get it going here, then use Google Doc to resize it and everything like I'm doing here. Okay. So it's up to you. You just download the image into Google Doc that you want to work on, and you can resize it. So now, if I, download this image, it should go in correctly. But I want you to play with it, okay? Because I want you don't spend too much time on this. You still got a lot of coding to do, right? So use that time to at least have some of the coding for your sprites done. We did this much, but now we need how many more characters? Got 1, 2, 3, 4 characters, right? All right, so take your time with this and begin coding the rest. Now remember, this person here, this bottom character, they need the same code as the top character, so they both say go, and you actually have a race. And that truck will match that truck's code, which is this, will be the code you use for this race car or Ruby car. Is that what it says? Real rally car. Now, if you code it from the touch sensor to go to blue, it'll stop at blue. Or if you code it to this here, which is purple, it'll stop there. But I need you to code it to do that because both right now the coding is incomplete. And this is the part where you guys got to do asynchronous, but at least work on some other parts of the code. Okay. Be right back, baby. Act up. Alika Vernon's arrived. Okay, welcome to class. You got to catch up with what we did, Miss Vernon, and the recording will be available later. Glad you made it. You know what happened to Miss Cherry? You guys like been gone for a little bit. Okay, share office. Uh-oh, who's beating up their laptop?
Oh, you
Miss
my
Girl.
mic. I can't see popping up my screen. My screen black.
Need your camera on, Miss Vernon.
I'm trying to cut it on. My screen is froze. Oh, I wasn't here yesterday and day before yesterday because my baby had a doctor's appointment and I had a doctor's appointment for her too.
Okay, so you might want to send it in to Miss Ball and them or Miss Vega because you've been marked
My
absent.
mama called Miss Vega.
Okay, well, I'll follow up with them and see what happened, and that will help your attendance. What was I about to say? You got the link? Are you in SB?
Yeah, but my screen black is not showing me nothing.
Okay, well, I got to call your mom and verify that. We got students saying all sorts of things, dear. So, I apologize if I don't believe you just yet, but that camera's got to be turned on or you're going to have to start
Oh,
over.
there you go. It's
Uh-huh.
time.
Yeah. Y'all
It's
got to do
taking
better.
slow.
I know. Well, by now you should make it fast because we're in week 3. We're about to do midterms, and y'all, come on now. We're in the land of technology, and everything's recorded. We got to act right.
My camera won't come on. You see?
Okay. I don't see it yet. No.
I'm talking to somebody next to me.
Oh, okay.
It's not working.
Well, you got 10 minutes to make it work, or I'm gonna have to eject you from class. Okay, so you got to figure it out. That's the rule.
Oh my god, it's not working. I don't know
I know.
why.
I know. You got to figure it out. Make a phone call home with Mr. Urban, and maybe he can help you figure it out.
This the first time I ever did this.
Did you reboot your computer?
I just actually cut my computer on.
So why don't you do a cold reboot and come back to class real quick? Maybe that'll
Okay.
reset everything. hmm She didn't comply. Okay, did I set the clock? So I'm sorry, everybody. I was trying to respond to a parent. You should be working on the code. You need 10 more minutes. Wait, it's 9:37. I can't give you 10 minutes. Give you about 8. Okay, so Greer went to take care of her baby. Carson's back. Alika Vernon's back. Okay, Miss Vernon, how about that camera?
My stuff still on. So I don't know why I won't get bigger.
All right, who?
Me,
Carson?
yeah.
You still working on your code?
Now my picture won't get bigger.
Don't
Okay.
don't focus on the picture, Carson. Focus on the code, okay? The picture is extra credit, dude. Like, just finish all the code up and make everything work, okay?
Okay, good.
Focus on that. The picture is extra credit, man. We've been trying to walk y'all baby steps through this. So, Alika, I'm gonna have to set a clock for 5 minutes, and then you're just gonna have to try again tomorrow. I'll follow up with Irvin to try to help you fix that situation, though.
Okay. I don't know why it's doing this. I honestly don't. It's probably the Wi-Fi because I'm not at home. Because it took me a long time to get in this class too. It was loading for a minute.
Hey, you're an adult, right? You gotta be at home at the desk. You can't, you gotta make a dedication and pass. That's all I'm saying.
She was. I'm sorry. I just want to say she was woke.
I had to mute her. She had background conversation. So 5 more minutes. We get out of here at let's say 9. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. We have to show at least some of the sprites done to leave early. Otherwise, you can stay the entire time with me. So try to get some of this stuff done in 5 minutes, at least something. I want you to have not too much to do by the time you're working on it in asynchronous homework time. This project, like all projects, is due at 8 p.m. tonight to get maximum credit. Please submit the assignment in the appropriate assignment listing or posting within SB. If you happen to put in the wrong one, it'll be marked incorrect.
Oh, yesterday, my sprites wouldn't come back, so I didn't want to turn it in because it was like my sprites was missing. Like it was when you gotta eat the fruit. After that, I tried to restart it and they wouldn't come back.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, the best I can tell you is send the code, and I can try to give you as much credit as I think you should get. But I got to look at the code and see what's going on and see what you did. Because that's what I look at. I mean, it might be something that's small that you didn't do that, you still can get a maximum credit for. So still turn it in. Don't not turn it in. That's how a 0 gets put there.
Okay.
Let me check his attendance again. Okay, so for Alika, camera issues. Ooh, I need y'all to do better. I know most of these jobs, they're going to require y'all to have a working camera. Then y'all going to be coming back talking about, I still want to get paid. Oh, let's see here. Who's that? Rush? What did he say? Can she get it from her phone? Alika, that's a question for you. You can unmute yourself or type in the chat to respond to Mr. Rush. See, I have to eject you, and it's going to mark you still absent. So he's asking.
My phone off.
Your phone is not working either, huh? Okay. Okay. All right. So Rush, you got to follow up with her because we got to find out what's going on over there, and I'll follow up too. Cell phone and camera not working. Hmm. If your cell phone don't work, how you get around? You use somebody else's phone, Miss Vernon?
Yeah, I took my mama phone to my doctor's appointment.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna have my mama pay for it.
All right, you got your mom's cell phone. That's an iPhone, right? Or is it Android?
No, I'm not with her right now. I'm at my child's father's house. So
Oh, okay. So you don't have no cell phone around you.
yeah, I'm trying to download this SB thing on his phone right now.
Yeah,
See what-
that's what I'm saying because I got to eject you because you're not showing your camera, and I'm trying to. Yeah, right. We're gonna get confronted. I'm trying to keep you in the classroom. I'm not trying to be in your business, but you're technically not in class right now.
I honestly don't know what's wrong with this camera. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a picture and send it to my mom. So when y'all talk to her, she'll let y'all know that I'm not lying.
I'm not saying you lying. I'm just saying as an adult, we have to do better. You're an adult. You got to be online, dear.
I don't know what's wrong with this camera.
Mhm. All right, so we'll reach out to you later, Miss Vernon. Okay. Okay, those are phone calls that I make during prep. We're a few seconds. I'm just need Miss Greer to turn her camera back on, and a few more seconds. I need both of you to share your screens so we can pretty much end the day early. It's 9:45. If you share what you have and you've done a considerable amount of work, let me stop this. Then you'll be free to leave. So, Mr. Carson, thank you, Miss Greer. So, Mr. Carson, do you want to share first, and then Miss Greer, so we can get you guys going?
Yeah, I can.
All right, let me stop sharing. You corrected me yesterday. You're still sharing. All right, let's see what you got, sir.
Alright. My stuff is messy because
Oh, stop it. You got to show something. You don't have to have it done. You got till 8 p.m. to do that part.
I'm on the wrong screen.
Okay,
I got a question.
sure, go ahead.
So if our character that's at the top, like like where your wizard at, like if it's not like going in the exact same place, can we make it smaller?
Yeah, you can make it smaller as long as it's visible.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how to do that, right? How to resize your sprites and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, Carson. Can you show me that screen one more time, and then let me look at your codes for what you got so far. So you got the first sprite. How many
Mhm.
sprites you got done? Okay, the next one. Oh, you on the money. Okay, keep going.
I just ain't get this one done. The last
Okay, but that's similar code, dude. You know that, right?
one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Get it done, and then try to rearrange your sprites, like space
I
them out. I
know.
think that's what Greer was
You
talking about.
said you said just real about the code right now though. So
Oh, okay. All right. All right. You're free to go, man. I'll see you tomorrow, and make sure you turn it in before 8, so you got the credit. Don't do
okay.
all that work and then don't turn it in on time.
All
Miss
right.
Greer, you're up next, and then I'm out your hair, dear. So all you're gonna do is present what you have so far. Okay. Cool, cool. Can you blow up can you maximize it real quick? Like the window. Come up to maximize. Okay, that works too. Thank you. All right, now that's your first sprite. Okay. You got any other sprites done? And you fixed the image. Way to go. Okay, you got to show Carson how to do it. Okay. You got the extra credit, I think. That was what we were supposed to do for class. You're golden. Like you just gotta program all the rest of the sprites and do what I said. You choose what you're gonna use for a car yet or no? No? Okay, your microphone's off, but you gotta choose the two things that you're gonna use to drive, right? And program those so they move. Okay. So you got till 8 p.m. Good work. Make sure you turn everything in the link and make sure you share it by 8 p.m. Okay. I think you hear me, but okay. All right. She did. Okay. Let me get this video ready.